we try to plan like a month ahead or 2 months ahead. So when we post, I kid you not, man, we get like 15 DMs or like 20 DMs or like, I need it. Let me buy it now. Let me buy it now. But we've been very,
we stay true to like it being for BRRRTUAL.
Yeah, like we're saving it for BRRRTUAL. So if you want this piece, come to BRRRTUAL. That's where it's gonna be. So this is Selena Inglisdino's, and like it has all of them up front, like crazy, and then the back hit just has her big face.
Like if you know, we don't really do too many fleas, live fleas. Like we do a lot lives and story sales, etc. I think BRRRTUAL's probably the only flea we do. So yeah, so Houston, we seen how it was the first event, so we're like, yeah, we gotta do Houston this time. Like get out of our little shell and go out there and do it.
You said the same thing. I was like, if there's any city we got to go back to, we got to go back to Houston.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be fun, and that's why we're coming like super correct, because yeah, we're excited for it. So we definitely want to show out for the people out there for sure.
Like our baseline minimum for each story sale that we saw is 20K.
And now we got to the point where it's like we figured out it's not easy to get this stuff, but we figured out a good system how to get this stuff. So now we're just dishing everything out. Everything we get, we sell. Like we don't even have too many personals no more. We give it to the people for sure.
That's so important in a time when a lot of people are tucking their bangers because they think like, it's a dip in the market.
Yeah.
Just not as much of it to go around out there. And yet you guys have figured out how to tap into it. And not only are you guys tapping into it, but you guys are selling it and making it available. So that's what makes you guys so important.
Yeah. So currently we have a total of 27 shadows that we are going to bring in Houston.
Hey, no, you do not.
Yeah, 27 shadows. The sellers in Houston during that first event was just wow.
Yeah.
Amazing, right? Like, dude, I bought so much stuff, right? And a lot of those sellers are coming back for this event. I'm just like extremely excited for it because for us, like we're gonna target to sell, and we're also gonna target to buy. So like the vendors coming out of Houston, man, are almost some of the top vendors in all the US. So we're excited for that.
Let's get busy. It's time to flip this.
1980. 1980.
You're good, bro. You're good. Nah, man, we're excited. We're finally excited to hop on with you, right? Like, I know we've talked about, doing some sort of podcast, and then we figured like, hey, we're going to do BRRRTUAL in Houston. Let's promote it. Let's show what we're bringing. So like, let's hop on. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, I'm kind of I'm not doing the podcast anymore, but I think like I just want to make like little reels out of this stuff and use it to promote the event.
Yeah, no, man, that's awesome. That works for us. We brought a total of 45 pieces that we want to show.
Yeah.
And like everything we do, we curate, right? Like we take time to understand like what we want to tackle, right? So we don't focus on one genre. We focus on the customer, and it's bringing multiple genres. So we bought a little mix of everything, and we look forward to showing y'all what we bring for BRRRTUAL, because we're going to come correct. That's for sure.
Let's do it, man. Let's get into it. I wasn't expecting for you guys to show any stuff, but I love looking at pieces. You know that.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, so we'll make it happen. Yeah, let's do it.
Damn, you guys came from South America, huh? How was that? What was that experience like?
It was a great experience, man. We were in and out like ninjas. So we flew in on a Thursday night, got to work on Friday, Saturday, and then a little bit on Sunday, and then we flew back Sunday night. So I think we came back with a total of 7 luggages, and everything was good, man. So very fortunate there. It was expensive to get those luggages across, but
we did it.
Yeah, we did it, right? We made it happen.
That's amazing, man. That's dope, man. What an adventure, huh? Just all over t-shirts.
Exactly. No, exactly. And it's funny because like I travel a lot for work, right? And I never thought that I would have the opportunity to travel for t-shirts. So I work hard for Amazon, but now my brother built this Long Gone page, and now I'm essentially working for him. So we're just all over the place, man, doing our own thing.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome how it's I think I've said this on the live before too, but how it's kind of become like a brotherly activity that brings you guys closer together. Has it brought you together closer, or have you guys always been close?
Yeah, no, like it's brought us closer, but I will tell you, man, like my brother and I, we've always had a great relationship. Like our relationship has always been close, right?
Yeah,
like
we always played sports growing up together. So yeah, we definitely always been close and had like the same interests when it comes to pretty much everything. And not only has it brought us closer, but it's even brought our little brother closer. So now our little brother's in it as well too. So he helps us just as much as like we help each other. So it's the 3 of us now. So it's fun for sure.
That's awesome. I remember, Matt, one of the first conversations I ever had about you was about your brother before I ever even met. which is you were telling me about like, oh yeah, my brother travels all the time. He's like, he works for Amazon. Like, I don't know, you brought it up. That's like the first thing that you brought up. The first
And it's funny,
conversation I remember.
and it's funny too, because a lot of people always bring that up with me now that they know Andrew, because I feel like I've told that story about it. I tell everyone about Andrew. Everyone I've met, I always tell them about Andrew. So I think, yeah, that goes to show like how close we are, because it's the same thing with him. Like the people he knows and he's met, he tells them about me. So like, yeah, we're tight, and this
Yeah.
made us tighter for sure.
It's so funny, man, because like we mention each other's stories at work. And like people at Amazon, right? Like I tell them about this t-shirt space and like they have like no idea what the heck this world is. And then until I tell them and I give them information on my brother, they're all like, what the hell? That's amazing.
Yeah.
So like we kind of did it vice versa. So like me and him have always been tied to the hip, right? Like it's like we're almost yin and yang. But now our youngest brother, like me and him were always close, but our youngest brother was that guy that like our youngest one who always had that separation from us, because he always did his own thing. Where like we were older, right? Like he was into video games, but now that he's in that high school phase and he's all about fashion, right? Like we're hooking him up, right? Like he's going to high school with like things like we couldn't wear in high school, right?
Yeah.
Like we had that one pair of shoes and 5 shirts for the entire year, right? And while he goes to school, with an Eve rap tee or a Wu-Tang rap tee, right? Like it's just wild.
So yeah, now we're living through him now for sure. Like we wish we had what he had, but it's not even that we're spoiling him either. That kid works hard for sure. So like he helps us a lot. So he definitely deserves it. He's like super into it, and yeah, he loves it now. That how much we love it.
That's dope.
Oh, you want to share?
All right, so let's get straight into the pieces, bro. So like as I mentioned, we brought 40 pieces. Everything is just like different. So like the first piece that we showed, and like the thing with BRRRTUAL is like we try to plan like a month ahead or 2 months ahead. So when we post, I kid you not, man, we get like 15 DMs or like 20 DMs are like, I need it. Let me buy it now. Let me buy it now. But we've been very, we stay true to like it being for BRRRTUAL. Yeah, like we're saving it for BRRRTUAL. So if you want this piece, come to BRRRTUAL. That's where it's going to be. But the first piece is essentially a Hanes Beefy, like Akuma shirt, Street Fighter. And then it has like the Panasonic back hit, which is insane. And the only person that I know that has it was Deadstock Luis, and he has probably hit me up 100 times for this shirt, so he doubles up. But we're bringing this to BRRRTUAL, so excited about that. So like you said, we're bringing a bunch of different genres, guys, from movies, games, music. And another music piece we're bringing is this beautiful Selena. I love this. It has like the rosary all around with her right there in the middle. Super nice, faded. Then the amazing back. Yeah, love this one. So this will be at BRRRTUAL for sure.
Wow, yeah, that's one you don't see often. And it's crazy that if you're gonna have a Selena tee, it's not just gonna be any old Selena tee. It's gonna be one that you've never seen.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So speaking of Selena tees that you've never seen, like when I saw this, I was all like, this is the perfect time for me to hold it and just save it for something special. So we're gonna stick in the same genre. We're gonna stay with Selena. So this is Selena in Los Dinos, and like it has all of them up front, like crazy, and then the back hit just has her big face with the Selena back hit. Like this thing is insane. Like you rarely see like Los Dinos on a tee, and if they are on a tee, it's always the back hit. So like having them in the front with the Selena mullet and then just the big face of her is just insane.
Damn, that's gonna go crazy in Houston for sure. Because
yeah, man,
she lived. It's not that she lived in Houston, but she's just like from Texas, right? So Texas.
She's from Texas, and then one of her last big performances was in Houston, and then she did that final one. Yeah, so the Astrodome, right? It's always a special place for her.
Yeah, sticking with that music genre, another piece is gonna be like this Ice Cube. We haven't posted this one yet, but I know people are gonna go crazy when they see this one.
Ooh,
yeah, crazy. So yeah, so like what's dope about the music, we're bringing the girls, we're bringing the men, like it's gonna be some dope pieces for sure.
Man, we're not even 5 T's in already, and I bet you people are gonna already be clicking, because I'm gonna put this on YouTube too. They're already gonna be hitting the little link at the top, buying their tickets. I'm saying, I'm going.
Yeah, man, like I said, like what we do is like, so like in LA, we had a phenomenal time, right? Like we sold so much, and like we're excited to go to Houston, but we're definitely going to bring a lot more premium pieces to Houston. But in addition, right, like as I mentioned, we want to cater to every market. So we bring a bunch of genre that price up from anywhere from $20 up to $2K, but we want to make sure when people come into our booth, they leave with something. So
yeah.
Next piece is that Sade Summer Deluxe, right? You got her with the guitar, and it has that crazy back hit. So this one's going to be nice to drop.
keep it in with the music genre. We have this beautiful Eve that's coming. This is another one we haven't posted yet. Crazy front hit, but then the back has a big Rough Riders hit.
This
Yeah.
is one you don't see either too. Damn.
Yeah. And like I said, like everything we're showing, we stay true to what we're saying that we're gonna bring it. So everything's definitely gonna be at BRRRTUAL for
Oh,
sure.
they're driving you nuts in the DM. I already know.
They are. Like I'm telling you, man, like especially like the homies that live down the street from us, they're
Yeah.
like, let me just buy it now. Like
Yeah.
I'll go pick it up, but like, nah, we're gonna stay true. If you want it, come to BRRRTUAL, book your flight,
Yeah.
and you can see us there. Another one is a Sade bootleg that you don't see as often, but it is from the Summer Deluxe tour. Beautiful Sade live in concert. The one that we normally see is like the white one with the green background, but this one's all black with the pink background. So this one's crazy. Bootleg on the Juanita tag.
So another piece of bringing to switch it up from the music genre is like video games, Street Fighter. This is a super rare one. Sick one, no backing on this one, but this is one that everyone's like sought after for sure. People want this one, so yeah, Houston BRRRTUAL.
Never seen that one. The little
Yeah.
manga hit right there. That's probably another one Lewis is hitting you up for.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Absolutely. So anything that has to do with Nintendo and Marvel, like he's the one that like just comes at us, right? And then it's so funny because then he will send his friends to come ask for those pieces for us to see if we sell them. No, we don't. Like if you need it, come on down to BRRRTUAL. You gotta keep with the OG, right? ODB, Mariah Carey. I actually wore this one at BRRRTUAL LA. Absolutely love this shirt, but I was like, you know what? I'll make it available at BRRRTUAL Houston. So can't go wrong with the Fantasy Mariah.
Man, so you did BRRRTUAL LA. You had a great time. You said you won MVP there. That
Yeah.
was your MVP, right? Because you also won in Arizona.
Yeah,
Yep.
so we won in Phoenix and in LA. Yep.
Yeah, so our first experience was Phoenix, but like the first event that we ever went to for BRRRTUAL was Houston.
Yeah.
And that was a party, right? That was extremely
Yeah.
insane. Like
The venue was amazing. I believe you guys are having it at that venue again, right?
Same venue, same hotel, yeah, everything.
Yeah, so that's why me and Andrew were super down to do Houston, because usually we like, if you notice, we don't really do too many fleas, live fleas. Like we do a lot lives and story sales, etc. I think BRRRTUAL is probably the only flea we do. So yeah, so Houston, we seen how it was the first event, so we're like, yeah, we gotta do Houston this time. Like get out of our little shell and go out there and do it.
We said the same thing. I was like, if there's any city we got to go back to, we
It's
got to
Houston.
go back to Houston.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, and that's why we're coming like super correct, because yeah, we're excited for it. So we definitely want to show out for the people out there for sure.
Yeah.
So another piece I'm gonna show, this is another genre. It's gonna be movies this time. So you got the young Johnny Depp, 21 Jump Street. So I think you guys know us, how we love our movies. So we definitely gonna have a sick selection of movie tees. Nothing on the back, but the super sick young Johnny Depp.
Yeah, so you said you rarely do markets. It's because you guys mostly eat off those story sales, huh? So how often do you guys do a story sale?
So we do a story sale. We have like 3 story sales. We have like a stilly sale, and that's going to be a sale where people can like come up. We're going to have a bunch of high-end mids, but we're going to have for super good deals. And then we have like an essential sale. Well, it's kind of the same thing, but it's a little higher end. But then we have our story sales where we put a number on it. So if you guys ever see us with like a story sale 17 or story sale 18, that's going to be like our premium story sale. So that one we do once a month. And yeah, it's pretty crazy. We do like pretty much every piece on that story sale is like 500 plus, and we curate it all month, just how we're doing for BRRRTUAL. And yeah, people love them, so it's definitely a blessing how good the ball got rolling with the story sales, and we're just keep doing them. So yeah, once a month.
And then I don't know, I was thinking of when I was doing the reel that I would be like, yeah, they do basically I was gonna start it off with they're 2 brothers that's long gone core, 2 brothers who do killer story sales monthly, like around monthly.
Yeah,
That generated upwards of, I don't know if you want to share a number. I know you've been forthcoming in the past in the lives. I don't know if you want me to include this.
Yeah, no, so we can do like our baseline minimum for each story sale that we saw is 20K. So like that's our average monthly story sale when it comes to our premium.
so like we post 100 pieces. We post 100 pieces every story sale, and we average at least average sale minimum is like 50 tees we sell. So that's our goal every month, to sell at least 50 out of the 100. And there's some months we sell 60, there's some months where we sell 70, but our minimum is usually 50. We always sell around 50 pieces out of 100.
I'm thinking I'll just say like an upwards of or that when they do that it generates like 5 figures. I'll just keep it at that, so I don't say
Yeah,
Yep,
for
perfect.
sure. Definitely.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, so like we've been very fortunate, right? Like we stay consistent with the story sales. Once we begin posting, it's absolutely insane the amount of DMs that that come through. We get up to almost up to 2,000 views within the first 10 minutes of each post. So very fortunate, man, very blessed. Like we want to stay consistent on it. Like we don't plan to stop anytime soon, right? So it's definitely been a blessing in disguise, and we're just going to continue to hound hard on the story sales. But when we get the opportunity to sell physically, like we like to present ourselves, right? Because what we found is like people like to meet us in person. So like it's always a great experience going to when we're here at Phoenix or even LA, right? Like the people getting to meet us and vice versa. So it's always good to put a face to people. So we're looking forward to Houston, man. It's gonna be huge. Definitely. Next piece that I want to show, I'm huge on Nickelodeon as well. So like just a nice simple front hit of Harriet the Spy, but then you got him on the back, like just big back hit. Like this thing is absolutely insane when you don't see on like an XL for the Loon too, like the good for the Loon. So like, look, this one's gonna be hard to let go for sure.
Nah, that's got to be fake, bro. That's insane.
So to keep it with the movies, like how I said, we love bringing our movie tees, and like obviously you guys see a lot of movie tees out there. So when we try to bring movie tees, we try to bring like the obscure ones you don't rarely see. So this one's a pretty sick one. So this is going to be the mask, but it's going to be a Cameron Diaz, her makeup and wardrobe t-shirt. Yeah, so you can see the bottom says the mask, and you can see it says Cameron Diaz, hair, makeup, and wardrobe. Yeah, so this is going to be a super sick one, just one you don't rarely see,
That's wicked. So Matt, I know were you the first one that was into vintage and picking?
Yeah, bro, definitely. Yeah, so I started doing vintage around like 15 years old. I'm 24 now, so I started around 2015. Yeah, 2015 I started. 2014, 2015. Yeah. So just digging, picking. My uncle once took me to a rag house, and going to that rag house, I never looked back after that. Yeah, fell in love with it.
And then Carlos, how long did it take you to start doing vintage, or were you on?
Man. So honestly, in all transparency, it was 2020, right? Like when the world shut down, I had nothing to do, and work didn't send me out to travel.
Yeah.
But I always supported my brothers at the events he was doing, because he was selling with like Mintage at Rose Bowl.
And
so
Travis.
And Travis, right? So like I would always support him,
and he always knew about vintage too, because he loves what he loves. Like when it comes to the Disney, the movies, and the video games nostalgia, every time I'll come home with like a crazy piece, he'll be like, what the heck, dude? So he always loved it. He just really never had too much time to do it because of Amazon. But so in 2020, when the world shut down, he's had time to stay home, and like he's seen I'm still at it, like 5 years into it already. And yeah, he just kept seeing me coming home with crazy stuff, and he was like, you know what, like I'm gonna hop in it too, let's do it. And then we just took it to another took it to another level, and just kept on going from there.
How did your guys' synergy coming together make a difference? How did things change, if at all?
It changed a lot, because if you know me, I'm at the bins all day. I'm literally thrifting every day at the racks at the bins. And Andrew, since he's home and he works from home and he does what he does, he has a lot of a lot of free time to be on the phone and snipe, et cetera, and be online, that online presence. So I was all, when you go to the bins so much, you sometimes lose the focus of the social medias and all that, et cetera. So yeah, Andrew helping, he definitely helped like with the sniping and then finding stuff. And then we started pushing more on social media. So more of like a social media presence, and Andrew started finding a lot online, because I didn't have the time to go online and look for stuff. I was so focused on the bins. So it helped. So me find stuff at the bins, him find stuff online, we brought together, and now we're just like blowing it up for sure.
Exactly. So like for me, like what I got from my brother, right, is his hustle, right? So like me and him, like we're tied to the hip, right? Like we're almost the same people, but we're also the total opposite. So like for him, like he has that hustle, right? And then like for me, I'm more like strategic. So he's tactical, he focuses on execution, I focus on strategy. And what I did, right, like, I've worked at Amazon for 10 years. So I brought in like, their experience, right, and their leadership principles and how we focus on our customers. So it's just like me and him working together, right? Like that synergy was just there. We've always connected, right? Like we knew, like, there's time where, if you mix family and business together, people tend to bump heads. But for us, man, like we only push each other up, right? And for my job specifically, right, like I'm the older brother, but my goal is like, how do I get my brother to exceed past me? So it's like, this is like the platform I see where he can exceed that. So if he continues that drive, man, essentially sky's the limit for him.
Yeah. So I've been doing that this full time for about since 2019. So even before COVID, I've been doing this full time. So I worked at Amazon too. I think, yeah, I've told you like how my brother and I worked at Amazon with him. I remember working night shift at Amazon, and then I'll come in the morning to the bins, and that's when you'll see me. And then I'm talking about my brother and stuff. So yeah, I left that job in like 2019, and yeah, just been doing it full time since. So we definitely help each other big time for sure.
Right. All right, I'm gonna let you go rapid fire on a few.
All right, let's do it.
Going
All
back
right,
to
bro.
back.
The next one. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. The next one right here is the Bowser, right? Nintendo 64. You can never go wrong with Bowser. So that will be available there.
Damn. How rare is it to find that T-shirt? Because usually it's like a crew neck, right?
Yeah, it's a crew neck, but it's all like they're very limited, right? Like I believe it was always a special order off the magazine. So like when they pop up, people attack them. This was my personal, and I had another one, but I sold it to Wiz for a lot of money. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make this one available at Virtual too.
So another sick one, movie promo. Everyone loves this one. The Goodfellas. It's gonna be on that late 90s Fruit of the Loom tag. So yeah, super, super crazy wood. So yeah, this will be at Virtual. This is another one we haven't posted. So a lot of stuff we're showing is definitely stuff that hasn't even been previewed yet.
Wow. So up next, like Matt mentioned, I absolutely love Disney. Like Disney is always going to be in my curation, no matter what I do. We have about like 70 pieces that we're bringing in total to Disney, but like some of the special ones, of course, are like the Jiminy Cricket, this Pinocchio, and then this Snow White. But what makes these more special is that all of them are going to include the tag. So they all dead stock. These really always come beat up, never on the tag. And then of course this Pinocchio is also on the tag. So we probably have like 10 like Disney grails. These are just special because I know collectors and they love to have their stuff dead stock. So these will be available at at Virtual.
It wasn't enough that they were Disney grills. They had to have the tags too.
Yeah, exactly.
Long gone style right there, the extra.
So another crazy piece is going to be this Edward Scissorhands, another Johnny Depp piece. So this will be available at Virtual. Has a light and everything at the bottom. And this one's actually like super crispy too. All this is missing is the tags because yeah, this has no flaws, no stains, nothing. And then like the White House tag usually all faded out or thinned out, and like look, you can see it perfectly.
Damn, how do you guys hold yourself back from, because all these are keepers to me.
Right, for sure. Absolutely.
And in 2020, that's how it was for us. Like we were hanging out. I'm pretty sure you remember us in 2020. We'll do like we'll do the lives with you and stuff, but we wouldn't promote like story sales or do anything too crazy, but we had a lot of stuff and we we're just holding on to everything. But now,
and what we try to do, right? Like we try to accommodate people and making the prices fair, right? Like when we sell a piece, we try to ensure that the piece at least has 20% in value in return to the customer. So like if a piece is, if a piece is worth $2,000, right, we're going to probably try to sell it for 1.6 or 1.7 so that the customer can make a $300 return if needed.
Yeah. And the way how we hold on to a lot of stuff, it's easy for us to hold on to a lot of stuff because even not even just money, like what we care for more is the sentimental value. Like if we sell something, we actually really do care for like what we're giving out. So like that Edward, like you said, I love that piece. I would love to keep it, but we're more keen on just giving it to the people and stuff. I think what hurts us more than anything is like the sentimental value.
And then that Edward, though it hurts us, we also have another one in the first one.
Yeah,
it will be okay. And then hey, next one up, bro. This is like the biggest Disney grail that we are taking. So we're huge on collecting villains. So this is like on the Disney Designs tag, but it's that Maleficent where like you definitely never see this. And the first time I seen it is when I bought it. So you got Maleficent in the front, you have the dragon as a shadow, and then you should have the weeds in the background. Like this thing is insane. So this is probably like the biggest Disney grail that we are taking.
That's insane. I've never seen that one.
So too, like ones we have doubles of, well, it's not doubles of, but it's just the same person. So we're bringing the Shakira. Hardly see like any good crazy Shakira tees like this, but the next one I just showing is even crazier.
So and like this one is like from her Amphibio concert. So like the one that you always see is the one with the big face, the black one with the big face. So this one's like just a new graphic, but this one is just like simple but beautiful. So like in the front you have like Shakira puff print like on the Hanes Beefy, but on the back you have like early, like mid 90s, late 90s Shakira when she was like extremely young. And then
And
you
even
have
the
the
back-
big Shakira that's puff print as well.
Yeah.
Dude, something about that font looks like it's a skate tee or something.
Right, exactly. No, exactly like that kind of hookups tee, right? So like, yeah, this thing is insane. So when I seen it, I was like, yeah, we definitely got to get that and take
Dude,
it.
this is crazy what you guys are bringing, man. Like I'm hyped right now. Wow.
Let me see. You want to show shadows? Yeah. So and then we'll do this one. So as far as like a big movie grill, yeah, you can pick this one then.
So two big movie girls.
So two big movie grills. Like movies also have a sentimental value for me. Like that's how like my dad and I, like that's how we always connected, was watching movies. So like our Friday nights was him buying me a Disney movie or us going to the movies on the weekend. So like I had the movies are huge for me.
Until this day, we go to the movies like
Yeah.
every weekend with our dad.
My dad does not care like what you get him for his birthday, what you get him for Christmas, as long as you take him to the movies and buy him his hot dog and
That's
Coke.
dope.
Oh,
That sounds exactly like my dad. Me and my dad, we used to go to the movies every weekend, and still, like, I was just telling today my mother-in-law, because she was like, I told her I don't really listen to rap music and stuff like that anymore. And then she was like, "What about movies?" I was like, "Man, movies, I don't really feel too much a conviction on, because they were a part of like I would go to the movies every weekend when my parents were like going through the divorce. So for me, growing up, movies is kind of like therapeutic for me. It's an escape in a good way. Like even to this day, when I'm really stressing, I'm like, my wife knows, like, I gotta watch a movie, babe. Leave me alone.
I feel you.
I can watch a flick, and something about going into another world, it's like art, you know, like the acting, the story. By the end of the movie, I just feel good. And it doesn't even have to really be a good movie. I just love, like, something about movies just calms me.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and
No,
that's
same
and
here, man.
like how we're into vintage, just it's like really through our dad too, because yeah, like we love old movies because we always tell our dad like the new movies are cool now or whatever, but we're always on our dad's hip, like, yo, what's a good movie you watched as a kid? What's a crazy movie you watched as a kid? So as like he said, he's always showing us movies until this day. Like I'm still asking him about dope movies, and we get these movie teas and we show him and he's like all keen on them. Like that's crazy. Like I don't remember that when I was back then seeing that shit around. So just to go show how rare it is, like even back then when he was there, he didn't even see these teas, and now that we have them, like it brings him back memories, and it brings us like, you know, that nostalgia feeling with our pops, how we love watching movies with him.
So let's jump into the twos that were the last, I think probably the last two movie teas that we have. So this first one is this XL True Romance that you only get a few that pop up of these. Like maybe I think one has popped up in the last 2 years. So excited to bring this one. But then the other one has a special place because I remember going to the movies with my dad to watch this one.
Yeah, so this is one you see Fifth Element teas, but you hardly ever see this one.
Man, I feel like this is the movie tea that started the movie tea craze.
Yeah,
Right, for sure.
it's gonna be on that Delta tag. Yeah, this was crazy. Got Bruce Willis right there in the middle. Yeah, super crazy one.
And then this is like a pretty crazy one because it's actually a band tee, but they did a combination with the movie. So like it's a Bouncing Souls tee, but the promo is Pretty in Pink. So like it's super, super sick. And this is like one of my mother's favorite movies. So like when we seen this, we're like, yeah, we got to get this on the Delta XL as well.
The Delta.
So
Yeah, I was gonna say Pretty in Pink. Oh, it's probably gonna be a small size Screen Stars type stuff.
No. Yeah, on
That's
the Delta beautiful XL, man.
I've never seen any Pretty in Pink stuff. All right.
So another genre we're obviously tapping into is like sport tees. So this is like obviously one of the best American Thunder type tees. The Mighty Ducks, super crazy Disney, Mighty Ducks, American Thunder. Salem, yeah, this was crazy.
Sheesh. So you guys are going back to back right now, like you guys usually do on your lives.
Yeah.
I feel like lives also really like. Do you think lives also helped your guys' brand? Because those lives, since that you do, every single one is legendary, and that's got to be something that gives you a certain notoriety in the community.
Yeah, most definitely. And like I said, everything we do within lives, we do within story sales. I don't know if you noticed, but like, yeah, we go super hard because we're trying to be different, not different than everyone else, but we're trying to do something different to like, obviously bring more attention to our brand, etc. So yeah, when we start doing the lives, Andrew was really keen on the lives, and I was keen on the lives too. And like, we'll see how people do lives, and it was dope, like with the auctions and showing buy nows. But how Andrew said, he's very strategic. So he was like, how can we do this better? So since then, the first live we ever did, we stuck to it. It's just, dude, we just gotta go back to back to back to back, show as many buy nows as you can, keep the people entertained, try to talk not too much about like, just try not to talk too much and just show as many pieces as you want. as you can. And yeah, that's exactly what we do. So it definitely help the brand because people are like, dude, who are these two dudes with all this stuff? You know? Yeah.
Yep. And we still, like I said, we stay consistent. We show unique pieces and we stay fair in our prices, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's not, I don't even know how many times we've seen a Donkey Kong team go for $500. And if we sell it for 200, people are going to be more keen. So we've been consistent in every story sale. And like I said, that consistency has shown. And every time we go live,
Yeah.
man, like our viewership is always high.
Yeah, and we're all like, even just with the customer too, like the way we separate, we're just so respectful to everybody, like we have so much love for everyone and how much love they show us. So we definitely just try to take care of so many people. So it's definitely it's dope how many people rock with us, and it just goes from showing like how we just show so much love to people for sure.
And that's got to go a long way, because I'm sure you guys buy so much. You deal with a lot of sellers in vintage, and I feel like a lot of people, because there's a low barrier to entry in this game, they just hop on, and maybe their customer service skills are not there or out the window, or maybe they don't even try. You deal with a lot of people that it's just kind of hard to deal with them.
Yeah.
So hearing you guys talk the way you guys do about your customers and making sure that they're satisfied, like catering to them,
Yeah,
that's refreshing as a seller, because that's something that I really focused on, that I like people always loved about me, because
Yeah.
I took that from a customer service setting. I used to work in a customer service like call center. So
Yeah.
to hear you guys talk about it, it's no wonder you guys deserve all the love you guys are getting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
appreciate
definitely.
it.
And I remember too, you also probably, don't remember, but yeah, dude, like I said, I started when I was 15, 16 with my, just doing it, like thrifting, going to rag houses. And I used to go to Melrose, and I remember you on Melrose too. Yeah, you're always a dope dude, nice dude to everyone. Even on Depop, when I started on Depop, dude, I remember, yeah, I started on Depop when it was like you, us, vintage. It was like so many few little people on there. And I remember I bought something from you back in the day, and yeah, always been respectful. So just taking things like that. So since a kid, I've always been like super respectful to customers and just carried it on till today, So that's how, yeah, it goes a long way. And that's why we're blessed the position we're in, because yeah, customers come first. So
Other people would get these kind of pieces and be like, "Oh man, I'm that dude now," like,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, we just love what we do, and yeah, we just love the people that support us. So like you said, like we said, customers just come first, that's what matters
Come
most.
first, brother, and we leave everything in God's hand, and then everything works itself out.
Yeah, for sure.
Up next, bro, we got this HRLA nostalgia real monsters piece, like dead stock. Like, this thing is absolutely beautiful. Will be available at virtual.
So another sick one. People love these. It's gonna be the mosquito heads, amazing bag, but it's gonna be this James Dean, like a pop art, Andy Warhol type. So you usually see the James Dean, like the one with him chilling with his arms across. So like the big face one, it's pretty rare. So it's pretty sick. This one's super sick.
And then I'm just going to show a quick 2 movie teas. So you got Harry and the Hendersons, crazy movie promo, right? And then of course you always have to have a classic at virtual, the Pulp Fiction. So excited to have this one there.
Yeah, so how we're saying, we're bringing every genre. So another genre we're tapping into is obviously band tees. So you got the Soundgarden, super sick one. Got it's like one of the best prints, but on the back, super sick. Yeah, so this is gonna be available at virtual.
All right, so up next, it's probably like the final collection that we're going to show. As mentioned, we're bringing 300 unique pieces to virtual. We've only shown 45. Last virtual, we're all like, let's bring a collection. Let's think something different. Like, what can we bring? So like, it just shows some crazy like curation. So we brought over the big faces. So we had like 25 big faces of like Disney characters. Mostly, I think all of them were actually Disney, and it was just pure big faces, and we sold them all. So like, it was good to have it. Like, our post blew up. We had like over 600 likes. It was great.
Yeah.
So now,
for Houston, yeah, we're now doing that again. Like, what collection can we bring next? So this is the collection we'll be bringing next.
Exactly. So what we decided is, like, we work together, like, all right, what's hot? What can we do? What's there a big series of? So we decided to bring the Shadow series. So we haven't done a big post yet. It's going to come very, very soon.
That's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's gonna go insane. So
Yeah.
we brought like, I think we're gonna show about 6 of them.
Yeah.
So like the first one is this Underdog, right? One you don't see. Next one is this Gonzo, right? And then one that you hardly see is Gumby.
Never see the gum.
Never see Gumby. Like, this thing is crazy. So we're excited to have the Gumby there.
Yeah. So like you said, so we're bringing the Shadow collection, and obviously you see the shadows, and it's like that. You see the Alma one, and you see like just those common ones. So the ones we're bringing is like, they're all obviously pretty rare. So this one's pretty crazy. You hardly ever see this one, like the Mickey Mouse one. Yeah, this one's insane. Got the Mickey in the back. Then you got the Pinky in the brain.
Ooh. Oh,
Yeah, so got it, the hit in the back. Yeah.
And I know this is one of your favorite tees. You got
yes, I still have that.
this thing is beautiful, right? And then of course you gotta take the
Ooh.
Queen, Betty Boop. So she will be there.
And I just posted this one today. You got the Rizzo from Muppets.
I've only seen this one twice. I actually casually got it years ago. And I was
Yeah.
like, "Man, this one's really cool." I think it was one of the first shadows I ever got. And I
Yeah.
always think about it because I'm like, damn, if I would have known how rare that one is, I would have kept it.
Yeah.
Literally.
Dude,
I
I
sold it for like $50, which back then was good.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
No, me and Andrew had these conversations all the time, dude. I don't know how many things I found in 2015 and 2017 that I wish I never sold.
Like just like a small example, we went back to this Depop. He had the Shaq Penny rap tee when
Yeah.
the Magics.
And I sold that for like $60 in like 2016, 2015.
Yeah.
And it's funny. I remember I had that on Depop and it sat for like 2 months on Depop for $60.
I was just like, man. And then the final two shadows that we want to show out is this Pete, right? You got, Mickey's nemesis, Big Pete, and then of course Beagle from DuckTales.
Never
So
seen
you never see Big Man. So we have a total of 47 so far. Like we have we have like only 25 days left for virtual. So who knows what else we're gonna bring or how many more shadows we're gonna collect. But yeah, man, that's just a small piece of what we're bringing to Houston.
Yeah, and then from like now on to virtual, yeah, I think every day we have a post lined up for sure. So we're gonna be going pretty crazy in these next 25 days.
Man, I thought I was just gonna see stuff that you had already posted right now, but a lot of this stuff, like the Harry and the Hendersons, you're better off getting like seeing a real Bigfoot than ever seeing.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
He collects the what are they called, the shadows.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm almost done. I just need this, a few more pieces. I'm gonna make a post soon. He's not a known account.
Yeah.
All right, cool, man. Anytime I find him, I'll send him to him, and if he doesn't have my I'll help him out.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, you're gonna really need to help me out at virtual, bro, with all those.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And that's like my fault. That's what the dope thing about vintage, like how your boy, you said he collects and stuff. It's like you can never have, there's never too many. You think you have everything, and there's always that one, and then that one, and that one, So that's what's amazing thing about vintage. You just never know what's out there. Like even when we started collecting the shadows, like we obviously knew what was out there, but as we started collecting, we're like, yeah,
what is this? And like out of nowhere they blew up, right? Like I will tell you, maybe 4 or 5 months ago, I had a friend who had like 25 of them, and he offered each of them to me for like about $60. And I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm all right, right? Because I don't know why I said I was all right, because in today, like all of them that he had, and I look back at, like all of them are extremely rare that don't pop up at all. Like, man, why didn't I grab it?
Yeah.
And that's what hurt
Came up
him.
on them and just started kind of like doling them out, or what?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, so he had them, he came up on them, and then he's all like, you know what? I'm trying to downsize my collection, so I'm just going to sell them as a whole. And he offered them to me, and I was like, I'm going to pass for now. And then maybe a month later, he just sold them all off. And so that one hurt because
Yeah.
the person he sold them to, I think, took them and sold them at Rose Bowl, and they're all gone now.
Yeah,
So-
they're all gone. And I think I don't know if you've seen, but we posted 2 shadows already, 2 shadow posts. We did the Pete, and then we did the Rizzo one. And yeah, of all the posts we've posted, the most people hit us up like, yo, I'm going to virtual now to get those pieces.
Shadows.
Yeah, the shadows, like that's the most messages we've got, like people saying like, yo, I'm getting my ticket right now. So it's dope. And like they will be there. Yeah. So everything we're showing, it's gonna be at virtual for sure.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be nuts. Let me just see if I got any more questions for you guys.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
sure.
definitely.
So you don't do many markets. You guys do mostly like online stuff. What
Yes.
is it about virtual FLEA that makes you guys say, I gotta come out? I gotta pull up for this?
I think it's just the community, like how you said, we started with the lives and stuff. Like we were already posting a lot of teas, we were selling a lot of teas, but once we went live, I think that's what really shot us up, like you said, like within our brand. So the community gave to us back then, so we're just giving back to the community. So that's why we love doing virtual for sure.
It's the people, man. You don't get to see these people every day in live, right? So like it's just like
Yeah, exactly. Putting a face to a page is amazing too. Just meeting people and
networking.
finally seeing the people that have supported us for so long, and just being able to shake their hand and be like, thank you for all the times you supported us. You were supporting back as well.
No, man, that's not the first time that I've heard like an answer like that about just like meeting people and the community that's there.
Yeah.
Yep.
What are you guys looking forward to at the event?
The sales, you know, it's like, you know,
Yeah.
you always love money, but you know, like as mentioned, right, like it's the people that you get to engage, you get to hang out with,
Yeah.
right? You know, you know, Wiz and all of us, I want to say we almost talk almost every day, right? And you know, having, you know, being able to hang out with him and you know you, and then of course everyone just bringing, you know, rare teas that you ever see. So it's just like it's an opportunity for us to sell and buy, right?
Yeah.
So and then for us, right, it's all about like showcasing, you know, what Long Gone is. So just
Yeah.
bringing that in live form is always huge.
And within those 3 days, it feels like life slows down too, because like right now it's pretty hectic for us, posting every day, trying to find more stuff every day. And we still do our own thing. Like we sell online still, like other little pieces, and we still do like little story sales here and there. So within those 3 days, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's like just chilling with the people, you know, like our friends, you, and just being able to on Saturday to sell. It's like everything just finally slows down, and everything we worked hard for within that month, now we're able to showcase it. So that's what, yeah, that's
It's always
what
a rewarding feeling at the end of
yeah,
each
the end.
virtual, right? It's like we did Phoenix, we did Los Angeles, and like, yeah, we got through it, and now we're ready for the next one. Because
Yeah.
originally we were not planning to sell at Houston. Like, you know, normally if we do sell in person, we stay in the West Coast, right? Like we will stay in Phoenix, we'll drive out to Los Angeles,
Yeah.
or we'll possibly even drive out to Vegas. But we just had such a great time interacting, you know, with people in Los Angeles. Like, you know what, man, let's just make the investment. Let's figure out the logistics piece. Let's just sell at Houston. You know, let's showcase, you know, what BRRRTUAL's all about, right? Like we have our pieces. Let's continue to build out BRRRTUAL's. Like anything that we can do to support, you know, our friends, like we'll make it happen.
Yeah.
We appreciate that, man. You guys been going hard. The
Yeah.
curation is crazy, and I'm looking forward to kicking it September 2nd, bro. Virtual
Yeah, man.
Fusions. That's,
Yes, sir.
that's what I'm looking forward to, is that lightning in a bottle that we had with the first one, seeing
Right.
it and see how it plays out again for the second one.
Yeah.
That first one, man, was just absolutely insane, dude. Like just like shutting down shutting down the entire upper lobby, right? Like everyone upstairs, and that entire aisle was just full of people. Like it was insane.
Yeah.
Like we didn't even know what to do at that point, right? And like everyone stood up till like 5 a.m. and it got to a point where I think Taylor got so drunk that we had to like take him up to his room because he was just all over the place hugging people. I'm like, dude, what the hell are you doing?
Oh my God, he was dropping it low, hugging everybody.
Yeah, that was a good time. That was definitely a good time.
Yeah.
So, you know, like I said, I'm hoping, you know, the people that went to that first one, right? Like, you know,
And Houston's just a good vibe in general too.
Exactly.
The people out there in Texas, they have, you know, they have more rag houses, they got more thrift stores, so they kill it out there. So that's another thing too we're excited about actually as well, to see the people that we haven't met that are going to be out there in Houston that have stuff, you know. So Houston, like you said, the first one people came correct, so we already know the second one people are going to come more correct from the experiences through all these years through
Exactly.
virtual.
I know, I think that's the point that we didn't even touch on.
Definitely.
Definitely, that's what makes it pop too. It's just the community out there is just real cool.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
But anyway, that was it for me, man. I'm
Awesome,
gonna cut a reel out of it. I'm gonna throw this up raw on the YouTube and just get everybody hyped. I think people are gonna be talking about this after they watch this video, because that preview was insane. I wasn't even acting. I wasn't putting no extra sauce on it. Like, you guys really just blew my mind right now.
Yeah, and dude, that preview, it was crazy, and we're gonna like even throw even harder pieces on there. We're just like, now let's surprise the people. Like we have a tons of more stuff. Like this is obviously an amazing preview, but a tons of more stuff that's gonna be at BRRRTUAL that it's gonna really have people like hyped for sure.
What gets me hyped too is that I know you guys are not gonna stop. So I know there's more pieces that are gonna happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
not.
we have this. Yeah, dude,
We
like,
see it as we have 21 more days to buy as much as we possibly can.
Yeah.
So let's keep on pushing.
yeah, like we could honestly stop today and be like, all right, this collection is going to be crazy. But like I said, every day we're trying to better ourselves. I'm trying to better myself. He's trying to better himself. So same thing with vintage. We're just trying to get better and better at it, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're every day we're going to be keep looking online for more and more stuff to bring.
No days off. I love it. Keep an eye out for the Charlie Brown one, bro. That's the one that
Okay.
have you seen that?
I have seen it, and I seen a picture of it, and I was like, when I seen it, I was like, I cannot believe it. Like that thing is absolutely insane.
Insane.
Like that's the only time I've ever seen it was on picture. So the day we find it, I will make you aware for sure.
Yeah.
I know you're gunning for that one. What's up, man? Thank you guys so much. Thanks for taking the time to chop it up with me. And yeah, man, we'll be chopping it up, but looking forward to seeing you guys in Houston.
Same,
Yes,
brother.
sir.
See you soon,
Thank you,
man.
We're excited,
Thank you.
bro. See you soon.
All right,
Peace,
fellas.
bro.
Yeah.
Later, bro.